back to our final video in our launch series. You've made it to the end, which means that hopefully you're in a place to transform the idea that you've had in your head into a business that you're going to launch into the real world. Now, over the last 10 videos, we've covered a lot of content. Why? Because we're trying to take you from having that idea to launching your very own business. But what have we covered across the course of the last 9 videos? Well, we've really dug into our business model canvas, because if we don't know the nuts and bolts of our business, we're not going to be able to have a financially sustainable, innovative, and scalable idea when we launch. And part of that is knowing the secret source of our idea. What is your value proposition? What makes your idea different or better? We took some time to really unpack that. Next, we looked at our customer persona and our customer channels. In other words, if we've got a cool product with some unique value propositions, who are we selling to and where do we find them? After that, we also looked at our brand identity. So what does our logo look like? Our colors, the identity of what we're pushing forward into the world. We also took some time to really dig into the numbers. So what does it cost to produce our product or service? How much can we sell it for? What are our startup costs? These numbers are so crucial to making sure that our idea is sustainable when we launch. We also dug in with Nicola in order to go through some of those logistical elements we need to understand for a business, like our accounting, and some of the things that we often push to the side because it seems too hard. Again, we have to reiterate that the best way for you to nail that side is to book an appointment with an accountant that can step you through that. We then looked at pitching. We've got an idea, we've worked out our numbers, we've got our business models canvas, but how do we convince other people to jump on board? We nailed our pitch template, and we also looked at our slide deck so that we can stand up and confidently talk about our idea, compelling other people to jump on and support us. We then looked at funding. We can't launch our idea if we don't have some cash to get started. We particularly dug into that level 1 MVP. In other words, if we had $100, how could we get our first customer? Now, that's a lot of content, and I guess we just should nail into a couple of secrets to launching any idea. And the first one is that the difference between an idea and a business is action. So all you need to do is start. Start somewhere. Anywhere, do something, and that's what will take your idea and make it a business. The next one is you don't get good things without doing hard things. So at some points you might encounter some barriers or blockers or challenges. The way to get through this is to ask for help, because if you don't ask, you don't get. But where do you go for that help? Well, this video has been produced with a bunch of legends that want to see you succeed, including the Western Downs Regional Council that's super passionate about seeing young people launch ideas that matter. So if you're stuck, if you need help, reach out to these people and ask, because they're going to be keen to see you get your business out into the real world. And you might end up like Noah. Noah started his first business when he was 12, and he now runs an eco-friendly surf wax business from his home in South Australia. Or these guys, Culture Hood from Ipswich in Queensland, and they launched their own hoodie company. Or maybe Michaela, who we talked about in the last video, who raised over $3,000 to launch her business. Or finally, Tanika, who really wanted to solve the issue of bullying and created her own line of school socks that look like normal socks above the shoe line, but have some incredible funky designs underneath. She donates a portion of her profits to Kids Helpline so that other young people can get access to the support they need when they need it. What's really cool is in just 2 years, she's gone from manufacturing her socks to having them in uniform shops in schools. And this could be you. So just to sum up, the difference between an idea and a business is action. How are you going to bend the future?